Hello everyone and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns After Dark. We've got a Windburger Randomizer Season 4 tournament match today for y'all. In Losers Bracket Round 1 we've got Kilp versus neefe. And before I start here, I just want to give a lovely shout out to everyone who was involved in the mystery stream, because we made this work with like 40 minutes of notice, so thank you to everyone. So we've got talking you through the match today, Montgold and Original Elia, and tracking today will be Tan Jeffrey and Lost the Pirate. And I think I'll leave you with the comms now, so take it away.
Oh my god, it is time, Elijah. Are you excited?
I am very excited. Are you excited?
I am very excited. Like, every time there's a runner whose name rhymes with beef, I'm on board straight away.
Oh, man.
I'm here for the food.
Food is good. It's
yes, food is good.
Necessary.
And yeah, we're gonna have a pretty fantastic race. This is a loser's bracket race, so it means that one of those runners is not gonna have a tournament after today. So, pretty important. They're probably gonna give it their best. What do you expect tonight, Elijah?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly don't know what to expect. I've seen a lot of improvement from Kilp recently. He's still very new to the community, I would say. Relatively speaking, but neefe is kind of a seasoned veteran, you know, been around for a long time.
And neefe is
so we might see,
case.
Yeah, so we might see some. I've definitely seen a lot of improvement in Kilp. Like I was saying, he's definitely up there, one of the topper runners now. But sometimes you might see neefe pull out like an older strat that some of the newer players like myself or Kilp might not even think to do. And that's always interesting to see, I think.
It's very interesting to see neefe play, because he's like on the edge of the community. Like he comes for the tournaments, but he's never really with us for casual races, so he always pulls out something interesting. And we're starting on this island. Oh my god.
Yeah, star belt. Up a go.
I'm Buggle Goal.
Something like that.
That sounds close enough. Oh, yeah. We're starting with a mother and child play by neefe straight away. Meanwhile, Kilp will doing something a little more common, going straight to windfall.
Yeah, I like the windfall early in this case. Usually, for me personally, I think that you don't want to delay mother and child too long, right? Because it is Sphere Zero. It could have. Usually, those are they got pretty good stuff. But also, if you could do a couple things at the beginning, like Windfall, that, you know, getting more items doesn't really help you on Windfall, so you can, if you happen to find a bottle on Windfall, that can save you an extra trip into Mother and Child.
That is for sure. Also, like, as you said, in this season, Windfall is kind of a good play for the starter seed, because everything that is in logic on Windfall is a Sphere Zero check. You need nothing to check that. It's not like back in Season 3, where you knew that you were gonna go back to Windfall if you went first. Like, it was just the way it was.
Yeah, and the nice thing, a lot of these early Windfall checks are sort of like, you don't have to like do much anything, you know? You just talk to some people, open a couple of chests, and you get a lot of items, and that it's a really good place to go right at the beginning. It's super easy, and you can, you know, maybe get a couple of good things, and it sort of sets the tone for the run and lets you get an idea of, all right, how is this going to play out, right? How's the scene going to play out?
Yeah, it gives you a first impression of the scene. Like, basically, it's Windfall is the awkward handshake that you give someone when you meet them. It's pretty much that between you and the seed.
True.
And for now, the handshake of Windfall is pretty awkward. We did get double magic, not double magic, sorry. We did get Picto Box. That's quite different.
Yeah. Normally you'd be pretty pleased to see that early on Windfall, at least in past seasons, but now it basically is meaningless.
And there we go, double Picto Boxes. Okay, both runners have them now. And Tank goes about to give some gifts. God's Lyric, which I don't think is going to be very useful today, because our dungeons are Forbidden Woods, Forsaken Fortress, and Wind Temple.
Yeah, pretty fast dungeons today. It looks like even Wind Temple. It's there's sort of the dungeons are divided into there's a couple ways you divide the dungeons, right? There's the sets of 3. There's the early dungeons and then there's the late dungeons. But there's also what I would describe as the fast set and the slow set. You know what I mean? There's DRC, Forbidden Woods, and Forsaken Fortress are the fast 3, and Tatji, Earth Temple, and Wind Temple are the slow 3. But honestly, of the slow 3, Wind Temple is the fastest one. So, we could see a pretty quick seed here today.
Oh yeah, and you probably saw that Kilp was going for some blue rupees. Now going for this yellow one. That gives us exactly 20 rupees, which is just enough to go buy the Bill 20 item. But apparently, the maze at the end had other plans for us. We're rich now.
Yeah. It's one of those things to where, like, when it happens to me, it's always kind of like, your initial thought is, oh, I wasted all this time collecting these rupees. But what you just have to tell yourself is, oh, you know, I might have to buy bait or mail a letter later, or, you know.
You never know when you're going to need 14 pairs in one seed.
Exactly. Yeah, and now we see Kilp heading to Northern Fairy Sub. Windfall not really giving us much of anything as far as direction of where to go with this seed, so Northern Fairy Sub is a nice...
We did get a note to Mom, which is it might be something important for later. We don't know.
True.
Windfall gave us a maybe. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, a nice little, like, ooh maybe kind of deal going on.
It might happen, who knows? Maybe that note to Mom is gonna have something that is gonna unlock the rest of the seed at some point.
It very well could be. And honestly, too, and you see almost... I feel like 99% of the time, you see everyone go straight to Northern Fairy Sub after Windfall, so... Northern Fairy Sub is almost sort of an extension of Windfall in these settings, in the Season 4 settings.
It almost is. And it kind of feels like a blast from the past, because, like, I remember Season 3, we were sailing Northern Fairy Island, but for the ferry, and we're still sailing in that direction. It kind of... Sometimes I get messed up. Oh, that's an empty bottle.
Yep, we're gonna see, and this is kind of what I was talking about. So now, what we'll probably see, I don't know for sure, but my guess would be both runners will want to grab a ferry before they make their first trip to Outset, since they're both in this place, they're both gonna get this bottle. Now, this is where Kilp is gonna save some time over neefe, because Kilp's gonna get
went there before.
Yeah, gonna get the ferry and the check in one trip. Here to Mother and Child.
We might get water, though. You never know with those ferries. Nope, that's a ferry. True. That's not water. I know what water looks like, and that ferry doesn't look like water.
What if it's tricking us?
Don't ring the ferry. It's a trick, Elijah. Don't.
No,
it's a trap.
Right, I'm not gonna do it.
You need that ferry for Grandma, and then she gives you something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, people already using the Grandma command in chat. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, we will see if Grandma is required for us today.
Also, there is still time. It is the beginning of the seed. You can still predict on who you think is gonna win. And if you do get their prediction right, you might get a lot of channel points. That's pretty useful if you want to maybe summon Trez at some point in your life.
Yeah, you never know. It's always a fun time to get Trez to show up.
And we got the nice little roll clip into Mez's house. I do love that roll clip because it really shows that Meza is not even there in the day.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be sleeping. Where is he?
Yeah, where's this guy at?
Meza's living a double life.
Does he leave the island for his grass cutting duties before? You know, like during the day? And maybe that's why Mesa's not there? But then the question becomes, when does he sleep, like you said?
That's a good question, actually. Also, we did get Ferocious Pearl, which does unlock a bit of mail.
Mm-hmm. Sort of like since we don't have Tower of the Gods, it's sort of like a delayed check, right? It's whatever item is in that... Yeah, whatever item was in is on there is sort of in Mesa's house chest by proxy.
Oh, we're going to Beetle 20 now for neefe. We haven't seen that one yet.
I like that.
Kilp saving Grandma.
Yep. We're on.
Look at that. We got gold on both screens.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
I love that. And neefe now heading straight to Grandma's. Oh no, going for the mailbox first, so we're gonna see what Komali's father has for us.
See, did Kamali's father... I always like to make the joke, did Kamali's father earn a real name in this seed? And the answer is yes. That's a required item.
We do need that for Wind Temple. That is pretty nice.
One thing I think might be worth mentioning here that I like that Kilp has done, and that's going to be changing it to night before getting the Furore mail. So that way he can only talk to the mailbox one time. That's going to save him a little bit of time over neefe. He'll be able to get both letters in one conversation.
But both of them still being good grandsons, so all is good in the universe.
Yeah, it may be something that ends up being negligible depending on how the rest of the seed goes out, but there are little things that I think it's worth mentioning, especially if we have some aspiring runners and little things that you can do that might not seem like much, but could potentially save you time.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna win a race by 1 second. Oh, hero sword by Grandma.
Yeah, very nice. Look at that.
An extremely required Grandma to date.
Yeah.
And we did get the boomerang under our house too, which pretty nice kit by Grandma. We got the kit for close combat, the kit for range combat. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, true. I feel like we're getting so many items we can't keep up. You and I were just like overwhelmed with the itemness.
Oh yeah, we're about to get another item with that nice little roll clip that Kilp just did. neefe also trying for that one. Oh, Granny Dwarf, that's an expression I haven't heard since season 1. I like that.
I look like most of our runners getting that roll clip fairly quickly too, so that's nice.
Oh,
we have a
grappling hook.
So the one thing that's interesting to note about the grappling hook placement is this means that our bombs cannot be in Forbidden Woods, and that's one of the things. That is one of the things you want to kind of keep track of in your mind when you're finding items out of logic like that, because that is now the rain.
Yeah, that is pretty damn nice to find. So those are not Sphere Zero bombs. Those are out of logic bombs, since the roll clip doesn't count in the logic. So we found them before we needed to find them.
So this means basically, if you're one of those people that likes to have bombs in Forbidden Woods, and you find that grappling hook there, you can know for sure that you can get those bombs before you go to Forbidden Woods, which is really great information to have, honestly.
And Kilp is going to use that picto box to check on top of Headstone. I didn't quite catch what it was.
I don't think
them either.
Yeah. We're going to be going around. I like this play because you can know if you get bait bag whether or not you have to come back here. And that looks like a treasure chart, right?
It does. It does. I was about to say sword, but it does look more like a chart.
Yeah.
If for trackers that want to confirm in chat, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
chart, thank you, Jay. You're not the tracker, but you're the tracker in my heart now.
Yeah, I on initial look, I was like, wait, is that a sword? And then the zooming in that Kilp did made me like, okay, nope, not a sword.
Ooh, interesting play by neefe. Weird Forest Haven.
Oh, we're checking that vanilla leaf location. And we also are doing some exterminating on Kilp's side.
Always a good thing to do that exterminating before you get the Master Sword, because the Master Sword just like tiny bit longer, and you just start hitting bombs left and right.
Oh yeah, true.
You can also use the boomerang that we have.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna say that. I'm wondering if Kilp maybe forgot that he had the boomerang, or oh, nothing required on the top of the tree branch. So
yeah, but the trees love us. Feels good, man.
True.
We didn't deserve the trees. That is sweet. So we got two different Tingle statues in the trackers right now. Always good. Talking about trackers, I want to mention our fantastic trackers for the night, Tanjo Tree and Lost the Pirate. Thank you for tracking tonight.
Yes. We really appreciate our trackers, keeping track of everything so we don't have to. You guys are the best.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
If you don't mind me popping in for a second, I do want to still remind people that we organized this entire thing with like 45 minutes to go, so just huge shout outs to everyone making this restream possible.
Oh yeah, always nice to give to the community 45 minutes before it happens. We're gonna have fun. Nice race coming up. I can feel it in my bones. Like those two are not doing exactly the same things. It's already interesting.
Yes, it makes it hard for my simple brain to keep up with everything going on at once, but it is exciting because when the runners diverge, we as from a viewer perspective gain a lot more information about the seed a lot more quickly.
Oh yeah, it's pretty insane. So Neefe, now in this sub, we don't have a sword on Neefe yet. Didn't check Grandma's mail. So we're gonna need to use the pots to get the weapon. Got the stick from the goblins.
The swordless combat is definitely something I try to avoid.
It is a lot harder. It feels a lot harder. Like there's so much more that can go wrong without a sword. It feels.
Yeah, and having the sword is faster too. But and it's not one of those things that it's so hard that it's gonna make you get frustrated or whatnot. It's hard to do quickly, right? I think is what we're saying.
It is, yeah. It's one of those things where, like, as soon as things go wrong, you can get locked out of a weapon for a while and just never see that time back. Also, fun thing to note: Neefe used the stick the whole time, but you got the choice between a stick and the Buck-Goblin sword, which is a little stronger. You could have made this a little easier. Not the biggest thing in the world, but we still get the piece of art. For both runners. Oh, Cliff Plateau by Sir Kilp.
Oh, that's a nice play. I personally generally find that once I get a sword or the hammer, going straight to Cliff Plateau is never a bad play.
Yeah, or the hook shot in this case. Even if we didn't have a sword, it makes it easy to go on top of Bird's Peak after.
Yep. Bombs aren't too bad either. There's a cute little bomb boost you can do. It's a little tricky, but definitely doable. Definitely doable. And is Kilp also going to Cliff Plateau?
I think Neefe is joining Kilp in Cliff Plateau. Yes.
I'm.
Just pretend it never happened, Elijah. Just pretend.
I feel like I'm my mom calling everyone the wrong name. Gotta try 6 times.
Are you like my parents calling everything a Nintendo? they call a calculator a Nintendo at some point.
Yeah.
To be fair to them, it was a T84, and I did have like a clone of Mario on it at that point. So.
Yeah. I mostly get to where, like, for me it was always my mom or my grandma. She'd always have to cycle through all the siblings' names before she gets the right one, no matter which one of us she's talking to. And that was always kind of funny.
And yes, to answer your question, TS4, the sword was on Grandma mail today. The Grandma being ultra required. Good night. Not just in my heart, but in everyone's hearts.
True. Well, yeah.
And we're off for Kilp using the middle strat. Always a nice one to see. We're gonna get storage again on top of the island. Didn't quite catch. Oh, not getting storage. We do have the hook, the grappling hook.
Yeah, this grappling trick is really nice here. I generally prefer it to the storage because it's just sort of nice to have that reassurance of knowing what your item is.
It is kind of nice, yes.
And yeah, we see Neefe following suit here.
Using the left strat though, but everything is fine. We didn't void out yet.
Yeah, we're just
going very slowly down.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, TS, Neefe did save Grandma, just didn't check the mail after.
Yeah.
The time of the day hasn't changed yet, so the mailbox is not shaking yet.
Yeah, definitely a little more on the unfortunate side for Neefe. But it does have that sword. It's sort of like imminent, coming in imminently.
It's gonna come in the future. It's gonna be pretty nice. And Kilp now going for that little clip that we're talking about. It is a little harder than it looks.
Yep, a little tricky. You want to not super precise timing, but definitely not completely free. Either.
It is not completely free. I will say it because it is the trick that made me learn storage.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm so bad at this one that I went back and learned storage out of spite.
Like, yeah, this is no good. I better. What did they call that trick again? Storage? Probably should figure that out.
One that feels like cheating. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
There's another
Master Sword.
Very nice.
So that's a sword that is currently out of logic, technically, since we don't have the bait bag yet. Interesting to note.
Very true. Means that either maybe the bait bag is someplace really, really not good, or maybe we're going to be seeing it pretty quick here. You never
It
know.
also means, like, if you feel like going to Forsaken Fortress once you get the bombs and the hammer, and you still don't have the bait bag, it's not really in logic. And neefe getting the hero sword in that cave now. It feels kind of strange.
Yeah, interesting play here for Kilp. Going to the bomb. I think this is Bomb Island sub.
I'm pretty sure it is, yes.
I think that, and not a bad play by any means. I think I probably would have gone to Dragon Roost before coming here, just to hopefully not have to come back again. It looks like that's what neefe is going to do. And not a bad play. You definitely don't want to leave your Sphere Zero checks for too long.
Oh, I think the only Sphere Zero check that everyone is alright with leaving behind is the angular check. The top angular.
That just takes too long to get back to. And since pretty much everyone likes to leave it till the last Sphere Zero check, you're pretty safe to do that yourself if you don't want to have to go all the way to angular twice.
Yeah, and now neefe playing some music for the Wind Shrine. I do miss the days when this made a nice little frog pop up.
Yep, everybody's least favorite pearl on the Wind Shrine today.
Never's Pearl. It is the pearl that was never useful for anything except making Tower of the Gods spawn.
Now, neefe heading to Cabana. It looks like neefe's going to be checking the waterfall chest out of logic.
Well, close the Elijah, but that is still Sir Kilp.
My goodness, I'm sorry.
You'll get it eventually, man.
It's been a long day. But yeah.
It is
I
all
should just
fine.
look. Their names are on the screen. I can see the name.
Yeah, you just gotta read.
Yeah.
But it is all fine. It is ZSR After Dark, so we're allowed to do mistakes.
True.
Oh, neefe
Nice
getting this low.
storage.
And we got Brad, or I think is the name of that rupee. Or Sir Kilp.
Interesting to see Kilp. I'm actually talking about Kilp this time.
Nice.
Not soft reset that chest to use for potentially need skip later on.
Oh my god. And then just read what George said in chat. It is not for him. It is really the after dark hours. It's almost the before sun hours for George.
Wow.
We love the dedication, George. Thank you for restreaming that one. A lot of people on the almost day restream. Welcome to the After Dark.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And Kilp now going for 6-eye Reef sub, doing all the subs really quick. Interesting play by Kilp, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
power
our power
bracelet.
bracelets. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a paw print play for neefe then here pretty imminently.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, even if those power bracelets are technically behind the leaf in logic. It never hurts to check 4 checks at once.
Yeah, true. Because you do have, even like you said, the power bracelets are locked behind the leaf, but you have a couple other checks there at paw print that could still be your leaf. So hey.
Yeah, going to paw print first too, not a bad plan at all. If we do find the leaf on paw print, it's gonna make the sub near Crescent Moon a little faster.
True. That would be very nice. Or hey, maybe there's 2 bows in paw print. We can do the cheeky fire arrow skip that you don't get to see that often.
Try for shard on 6-eye Reef.
First one of those, right?
Yeah, the first wild try for shard just hanging out in the overworld.
A wild Triforce shard has appeared.
Oh man, I want to catch it.
Yes. Don't accidentally use your Master Ball. Oh, there's the bombs.
Bombs. So that puts our first sword. That puts our grapple in logic now.
Yep, true. And that puts those paw print checks that were behind Leaf no longer behind Leaf.
Yep, that is a true.
Oh, Kilp also going to be checking the tree branch check. Possibly
Interesting.
thinking there might be a Leaf sitting there. Yeah, interesting that both of the runners kind of almost rushed that check, given that the grappling hook they got was out of logic.
Do they know each other's more than we do, and think that the other one is going to do that one, so they need to do it too? Who knows? They might be playing mind games right there. It is losers brackets. We never know what could happen.
True. True. I think.
Ooh, another tingle statue.
Yeah, we're finding all kinds of those today.
Hey, we have 3 different ones.
True. There's only 5 out there, so we're over halfway done.
Oh, mirror shield.
Mirror shield.
That
That's
is
a
very nice.
find.
And thank you, Clarion, for raiding with a party of 13. Welcome, everyone. This is a Wind Waker Randomizer top 24 race, losers bracket round 1 between Sir Kilp and Neefe. I'm Mongol, and I'm with Original Elijah. We're having fun.
Yes, we are. So, like Mongol says, this is in losers bracket, so this is an elimination game. So, very high stakes here today for both of our runners.
Yeah, and one of those runners is not gonna have a tournament after today, so please, all think good things. Like, just send them your power. We want to see the best race of all time between them. Oh, Skull Hammer
There's our
on top
Skull
of
Hammer.
the scalable wall. So, we have a nice little Forsaken Fortress kit now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So you remember a few minutes ago when you were saying about Forsaken Fortress?
Oh yeah, I do remember, and my god, it's looking closer and closer, especially with Neefe talking to the mailbox now. We know that there's a sword waiting for him there.
Yes. So Neefe is gonna have the Master Sword.
Not on the first mail, the second one. Look at that, Grandma coming in clutch with the Master Sword for Neefe.
Thank you, Grandma.
Grandma's really trying to like send a message. Please, grandson, go save your sister.
Still going to Angular. I wonder if he's forgotten he doesn't have a way to get into the cave yet.
I don't think so. I think Kilp is being traumatized by those Fear Zero checks today. There's not a single one left on their tracker.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way to play. I can't wait to see what's on top here. Because that's something we won't see for a while, probably, on Neefe's side.
True.
Oh, and it's Dean's Pearl. Also called Dean's Pearl in some circles.
Yeah, the other pearl that people don't really like as much.
That pearl used to be really good back in the day. It used to make the lava in front of DRC go cold. It was just really nice.
Back before my time.
Yeah, back in the old days. Nowadays it does stop the wind though, so it can be nice to use your leaf there.
That's true.
And we're now in Crescent Moon sub with Neefe.
Yep, this is our one of our lovely trackers calls this the bathroom break sub.
It is a good one, but Neefe not taking bathroom break, just deciding to have some fun with the mini-blins. Down in the mini-blin pits. Meanwhile, Kilp on the RC, setting up that nice little trick to go around the island without the leaf. Nice Wind Waker dive right there.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Meanwhile, Neefe just kind of chilling in the sub.
Yeah, just having some fun.
Just rolling around, trying to settle on walls. I can get behind that.
Playing with the Maniblins. It's a cute little game of tag. You know? Oh, they got you. Now you gotta tag back. Gotta tag back, Neefe. Tag somebody. There you go. Alright, now they're it. Oh. They're missing. They keep missing.
You juked them.
Oh, no, they got him back. No, you gotta tag him back, Neefe. You're it. No. No.
I think you took a little bit of damage to be sure to be able to climb that ladder. And another tingle statue!
Oh, look at that. Power bracelets for Kilp also. Hey, I said the right name. I'm curious to see where neefe is warping to. I'm guessing this is going to be the 6-eye sub play. I feel like that's kind of the only reason to warp here.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we're going behind the island for the wind shrine for Sir Kilp.
True. I'm not sure if I've been not keeping track as well, but I'm thinking we've already seen the 6-eye, and it wasn't anything too, you know, special that I can remember. But it seems like the seed is sort of we're kind of gonna have to go into Forsaken Fortress, like you were saying there, Mont. I think, if my memory is serving me correctly, I think that's all that's left.
I think it's gonna be everything that's left. You are right on that one. Maybe Bomb Island? Because we do have the bombs now.
Oh yeah,
Power
we did
bracelet.
just get the bombs and the power bracelets. True. Good call. Good call.
Usually when I get both of those really quick in succession, it makes me think that Bomb Island is gonna have something. It's just confirmation bias, but sometimes it works.
True, true. I guess if it didn't work, there wouldn't be bias, right? If it didn't work sometimes.
Yeah. You need some confirmation to have confirmation bias.
True. Yeah, I'm guessing that's where neefe's probably gonna head next. And there's the bombs. And okay, so so I remember it now. The 6-eye reef sub was required, but it was something that it was a shard. So it's like, yeah, we need it, but.
We need it eventually.
Yeah.
It's one of those items. If you don't have everything to do go mode, your shards are not super important until then. We're now in Poppering for Sir Kilp, about to get that nice little Forsaken Fortress kit very soon.
True. And I think, honestly, I think in general, a lot of us would say you'd rather find your swords and bows before your shards anyway, so you don't have to worry about going into Hyrule.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Anytime.
The only thing we're kind of missing for a complete Forsaken Fortress kit would be like a hookshot or a leaf.
True. Yeah.
We do have ways around that, but it's nicer without having to do those ways.
True. We'd rather get the leaf, ideally. Obviously, leaf is a little better for some of the other dungeons, specifically it's basically almost hard required for Forbidden Woods and Wind Temple. But
yeah, especially Forbidden Woods, since we do need it to get in.
yeah.
And I'm sorry for the people in chat called kale chips. Sometimes I do say Kilp like kale. It's kind of similar. We got another Tingle statue for Kilp right there.
Catching up on the Tingle statue game.
Oh, the Tingle statue game is tied up. That's so hype.
So
there are
Bomb
ankles
Island...
to ankles. Let's go.
True. So I guess what's worth mentioning here, if Bomb Island doesn't have anything super shocking or impressive in it, we're probably going to be seeing that early Forsaken Fortress, which isn't too bad. The check's there even if you don't have leaf or hookshot. It's annoying, it's tedious, maybe, is the term, but definitely not impossible, and definitely better than a lot of other things that
it does involve, probably the cutest trick in the game, if you want.
True.
Because there's a little trick where you get grabbed by a floor master and it puts you in jail, and it kind of helps you.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to the floor master.
The floor master doesn't even know it, but he's employee of the seed when he does that.
Yeah. Thank you, floor master.
Whenever I look at Floor Masters, though, I have like the same dilemma that when I look at like Diglett or Dark Trio in Pokemon, I'm just like, what's under the floor? What's under the floor?
Have you ever seen, I know we haven't gone there yet to avoid super spoilers, but like Diamond Step Island, when you do the little like go into the corner and go underneath the one boat, you can kind of sometimes see the Floor Master despawn and it's like, or its hand go back down below. It's, oh, there's another Tingle.
Another Tingle statue. We're one Tingle statue away from having a big maybe on Tingle Island.
True.
And Sir Kilp going to show us another way to kind of play with the game a little. Just hanging out on the ladder. They did so fast that we didn't even see them get on the ladder too. That's impressive.
Alright, oh, you know what? We forgot about Islet of Steel too, the bombs. Getting the bombs kind of confused me.
Yeah, we are going to Islet of Steel with neefe, so we're about to see that one too. You have a prediction of what's going to be here, Elijah? That is the question right now.
What's going to be here? Islet of Steel? The prediction? Command Melody.
Do you know what could be really confusing, though?
What's that?
If Leaf is here.
That would be very confusing. I think for me, if I got Leaf here, if I was neefe and I got Leaf here, I would probably give up on the Forsaken Fortress dream and just go to Forbidden Woods.
There is a lot of checks on Forbidden Woods, so
Yeah.
I would agree with that one. The Dragon Tingle statue being found by Sir Kilp, so we're back ankles to ankles in the Tingle statue race.
Was that a pun?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's nothing. So we are gonna be. I'm almost 99% sure about we need to go to Forsaken Fortress now.
I can't wait for neefe to go somewhere else to just prove you wrong.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It does happen quite a lot when you commentate. Once in a while, you get something true, and Kilp now entering Forsaken Fortress.
Oh, you're right. neefe is gonna prove me wrong.
Oh my god, neefe.
I'm wondering what neefe was doing. Oh, did neefe not do the headstone? That's it. Okay.
It is true, yes.
I'm getting them. So, alright, but technically, we were right to say that Forsaken Fortress next is forced, right? Because we've already seen Kilp come here.
Yep.
And
it is kind of forced right now. You know when a siege just kind of closes up at some point? This is one of those points right now. Where you don't really have much of a choice but go there.
Yeah, we are low on options. In fact, actually out of options.
Yeah, especially for Kilp. Like, I think we saw everything on Kilp's side. We even saw them go on top of Angular, which is quite a rare play.
And even the out of logic Cabana.
And maybe giving us a few examples of why I say this sub is kind of rough with the Master Sword.
Yeah, I definitely prefer to use Boomerang here if I have it.
Really surprised that none of them use the Boomerang. neefe changing plans. Neefe changing plans. Thank you, neefe.
Oh, he's doing hybrid strats. There's like some Boomerang, some Sword, it looks like.
Yeah, the full sucker strats, as we call them.
Yes, I like
Using every weapon that he had.
Every weapon at your disposal.
Oh, and Sir Kilp setting up a nice bomb drop storage. And by nice, I mean kind of the most annoying one in the game, because there's those guys just coming at you constantly.
True. It's also worth mentioning that getting the timing is a little bit difficult. You're right. We
do
have all
the statues, actually.
We do.
I think about it.
Alright, so I guess the ankle, so maybe we weren't forced here then.
Maybe not.
So what's ankle gonna have?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it soon. After neefe does that little camera trick to see what's on top of Headstone. Oh, Kilp missing barely.
Just barely. Just missing the loadings.
I'm gonna be honest, when I do that trick without a leaf, I usually overshoot to the right, so if I end up on the other side and I have to hammer the peg, it's not so bad.
Yeah, that's definitely the safer way to go. He's trying to peek what we all know to be a treasure chart. Well, maybe some people that just tuned in might not have been here, but we can assure you that that's what's up there.
And it's pretty hard to find the right angle for that one.
Yeah. Eventually somebody will post a video or something in the Discord and be like, this is where I set up and you can see it perfectly every time. And then after that, nobody will mess it up.
Everyone is going to do exactly that.
Yeah.
But for now, we do have those silly moments where we see runners just go around the island and hope for the best. We see it kind of here.
Yeah.
But it is very far. So, is neefe going to be sure that it is a map? Is the question.
Get a little closer, maybe next time. I think from that view, you can say it's definitely a treasure chart.
Yep, it does look like that a lot. Meanwhile, Kilp got to the top of the tower, now trying for storage. Got it on first try. I'm gonna do some backflips all the way to the pots and then just roll off here, like just for the dry roll.
Very nice, very nice. Very clean.
It's another setup that a lot of people use another setup for that one, but that is the one that I'm acquainted with, and it usually works very well.
It's always good when you know you have that. It works very well. Well, we're gonna get to see ankle. What's here? What does ankle have?
Ankle with the hook shot.
All right. So we were wrong about the Forsaken Fortress.
We were. And that hook shot is gonna make everything in Forsaken Fortress and logic actually for neefe, so we might see neefe go there now. Or maybe... Oh, is that gonna be a diamond step? Nope, we're going to Southern Fairy Island to go to Angular.
I see. I like that play too. Neefe, Kilp dipped Angular, neefe did not, right? So this is going to be an Angular full clear.
It is. We didn't see what was in the cave with Kilp, so it's pretty interesting. Also, Kilp drinking some soup to make more damage on Elmrock King, making that fight really fast right there.
True. Yeah, that was nice.
Is there a bonk main based on this fight? I'm not sure, but there is a lot of bonking involved in Wind Waker with us usually.
True. I know I bonk at least 100,000 times.
Every time you bonk, it's for good luck.
True. Bonking is interesting.
Bonks are actually just RNG manipulations. You are completely right.
True, just resetting those strings of digits.
You know that little that little walk that you need to do to the door here? I had a mini heart attack the other day because there's a little place in the floor that's a little lower than the rest, and I thought I just fell through the floor for some reason for a second.
That's right.
So be careful around there because you might have your own mini heart attack at some point.
True. Mini heart attacks aren't
top of Angular first. Interesting.
Very bold play.
So they both now have every single pearl in the game, so we won't see this nice little thing where there's just no towers when you get to Iroh.
I always like whenever when there's no Tower of the Gods and you get the pearl in like an overworld check that you can see it. One of the ones that doesn't give you mail. So then you can kind of just like, you know, not pick it up, and then you get to not have Tower of the Gods. It's always kind of neat.
Oh, that Link is not just pink, it is also not Link, it's a Linka. We have a bunch of custom models for this game, and we just found a wallet. That is very nice. That's another maybe.
Yeah, another one of those delayed gratification checks, right?
Yeah. Oh, and Kilp about to do that, probably about to do that little strat we talked about earlier. Look at that Floor Master, it's just chilling. It thinks it's gonna do something nice by putting you in jail. But little does he know, that's what we wanted.
It's what we wanted all along.
All according to plan. And yes, we do have the S-Link for neefe. It is a pretty funky model. I do like that one.
Yeah, it's a cute model.
It is just adorable.
Yeah, there's so many of these models that they really are very wholesome models.
Oh yeah, such good work being done by the community for those models. Oh, and another shard for Kilp right there inside of Forsaken Fortress. I almost said Forsaken Fortress, like with forks.
Are you hungry, Mom?
I might be actually. Might be hungry. Like I'm seeing forks everywhere.
Everywhere Montgo looks, Montgo sees forks.
Oh man. Parallel
And
universe me
I-
seeing spoons everywhere. Oh boy.
And I have to apologize because I did not see did Kilp. I said Sir Kilp together, and I'm actually talking about Sir Kilp. Did Sir Kilp not go to Bokoblin Chest because they found the dungeon item, or they were missing dungeon
Pretty
items?
sure that's what it is. Yep.
Okay. There's the shard for Neefe. Neefe not gonna go visit the Floor Master since he has the hook shot this time.
Yeah, we're just gonna do our life without the floor master.
Yep.
We found the map in the City Compass. Thank you, Lost. Thank you to our trackers for tonight. Danjo Tree and Lost the Pirates doing a wonderful job. Oh, and we found the cabinet deed on the mail. We still
Very
don't have a
nice.
delivery bag though. But that might
Yeah,
give
delivery
some
bag?
players some ideas.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Kilp is gonna need the delivery bag because he can't deed skip.
That is true.
So that's definitely something worth remembering. Whereas Neefe has the hook shot now, grapple, hammer, everything his heart could desire to go into Cabana.
And
doing the
Cabana
deed skip, so.
is a place that is pretty special because there is actually 3 checks on the whole island. It is pretty good.
Yeah, true. Not very many islands with 3 checks on them. We have the Dragon Roost, Outset, Windfall.
There's an island with 4 checks and paw prints.
All print,
5
true.
if you count the salvage court.
Oh yeah, true.
It is a pretty
forget the
loaded
salvage
island. If you go back in season 3, Windfall had so many checks that it felt like a dungeon.
court. True. But yeah, those are the only ones with more than 2 checks, at least in the overworld. Obviously, dungeons have a gajillion checks in them.
And yeah, I see a lot of people talking about the models in chat. There is a bunch of them, also including a Shaggy model. You are not wrong on that one.
True. There's a Simple Flips model.
Yeah, that's the one I use usually.
Yeah, there's a Conductor Link model.
That's the one you use usually.
Yeah.
There's also
And there are no other.
No,
There are no other models. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a bunch of models. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
There's dozens and dozens of them.
Also, that we even have like custom items now. It's pretty nice.
I mean, if any aspiring artists too. There's a lot of people in the Rando Discord that
Need to go into that strat here. I
I
didn't
haven't
know
seen
this.
this strat in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, if you jump on that little part of the bed there, you can actually jump to the top here. It is not something that you're required to do in Logic, but it is something that you can do.
Yeah. I guess just to finish the thought I was going from before that, yeah, anybody that's maybe an aspiring artist or whatever, there's a lot of useful guides and friendly people on the Wind Waker Randomizer Discord that are really helpful if you want to make your own type of custom model for you to use and play.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of people do like one-off models, which is pretty nice. I think one of my favorite ones, because it is a little curse, is extremely long Makar.
Oh, yeah, that one's... It's cute in sort of like a horrific, like, traumatizing way.
Yeah, you look at it and you're just like, okay, maybe my past trauma isn't so bad. This is the new bad.
Yeah, true.
Oh, and what are we going to get from Arrow is the biggest question I have on my mind right now. That's not the answer I wanted.
Oh, well, that was... I think... Not a bad treasure chart. 36, cool number. One of the only numbers where the second digit is twice as large as the first one. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and we're about to get a hook shot for Sir Kilp. Meanwhile, we have Neefe now about to go fight I'm the Rock King.
Here we go. We get to all hope again for no more soft locks. Part 2.
Yeah, no soft lock, please. Oh god. Come on, bird. Let us through. We need to go up.
True.
And meanwhile, Sir Kilp sailing on a bird. A little different.
Yeah. That is, I do like the boat. And kind of like you said, the custom items, you got custom items, and there are ways to make the boat custom too, which is really cool. And I'm not a tech person, I don't really fully understand how it happens, but it is possible.
It is. I'm just glad it does happen because it gives us wonderful models like the Queen of Blue or White Swans, I think.
Yes. Doesn't have quite as.
Oh, we're going to Horseshoe, so we're gonna do Horseshoe without having the leaf.
Oh.
We're desecrating the sanctity of golf tonight.
Oh, should we commentate this part like golf commentators, Mont?
We can't. He's not playing golf.
Oh, you're right.
He's playing basketball, and now he's just gonna jump and avoid the rules.
I always like the thought of commentating golf like somebody, like a real golf commentator, because it just seems fun.
It seems fun to say like one word every 3 minutes. You're right.
And we have to whisper. We have to use our ASMR voices, and
a wonderful bit of putting by Kilp right there.
It's just lining up the shot here. You can see him, taking it a step closer, lining it up, making sure he knows exactly where he wants the ball to go.
If there's one basketball, that would be the best shot I've ever seen.
I believe the phrase they use is "nothing but net." That's what I've heard. I've heard people say
Nothing but
that.
net. There's no net. This is a hole in the floor.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
But we do get a lot of money from it, so maybe it was actually golf.
That's true. That's, I think, the exact prize for the U.S. Open.
Only 200 rupees.
What a coincidence.
Feels weird. I like it. Meanwhile, neefe getting hole-in-one on Emerald King.
Is there a sub goal to get Mongol and I to do a whole restream doing commentary like golf commentators?
Oh god, I don't think I can do it. I'm too excited.
Yeah, that would be hard. I would actually have to try and be focused the entire time to do that.
Oh my god, it can be. That is something that I've just seen.
Oh man.
Maybe one day it will happen, but for now you will have to do with just when we're at this island.
Well, I'll leave that up to the ZSR team. I'm happy to help whenever I'm available, but
I'm gonna have to watch a lot of golf to figure out how they stop this little.
I'm gonna have to actually have to learn how to commentate golf. That's that little like 2-minute segment we did there was based off of like the 2 minutes I watched golf in real life.
I'm just sad that I didn't think about doing a birdie joke while we were on Rock. That's missed opportunities right there.
Yeah, amazing. It does seem kind of like the thing that might be better for like a charity stream, I guess, or something.
Oh, and
Maybe.
Kilp setting up the trick with the old bomb here. The bomb about to explode just in time to avoid
There's the
it.
bait bag.
Oh my god. So the bait bag was behind ankle tonight.
Dang.
That is very far.
Where did we get? What did we get from the bait bag check? There was a sword, right? Oh, let's see if kill. Oh, dang, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Kill falling down, but we do have bombs, so not too bad.
Not a bad backup play, and I think we're gonna see neefe do what we were talking about before. Cabana all in one go here.
Yeah, we're gonna store the chest on top of the waterfall.
Oh, a bow.
Ooh, that is a very loaded diamond step.
Yeah, wow. Very
Might
nice.
have been one of those seeds where diamond step early was not so bad.
Yeah, maybe. Especially with a Tingle statue in Bomb Island, a Tingle statue on the headstone sub, they were pretty spread out there.
Yeah, and neefe using the hitboxes that storage gives you to clip into the island using the hook shot.
I think we have
into
a
the
super
game.
swim coming up here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, that is all good. I was about to say the same thing. Super swim. So if you're photosensitive, please look away from Kilp's side. Look at neefe fighting a rat right now. It's so wonderful. But if you're not photosensitive, please look at Kilp because it is kind of cool.
It is
Oh,
definitely cool.
It is getting a little slow. Getting a little slow.
Oh, we're making it in. Oh, not quite.
Oh, missing. Missing the island. The plan that Kilp had right now was to swim straight into the door of Island of Steel. Meanwhile, neefe using the hammer to hit the pegs through the wall inside of Cabana. It's a nice little strat that, I'll say it, anyone could do. It makes this island a lot nicer.
Yeah, true. It's the hammer has some pretty funky hitboxes.
It does. It's extremely funky, especially when you realize that the hammer hits behind you too.
True. A lot of people like to use that to open up the warp pots. Have the hammer go like face away from the warp pot, in like the dungeons.
Honestly, I was wondering if you could. Oh, double magic in Cabana. Very nice.
That's nice. Yeah, that's definitely a nice find.
Now that I talk about the hitbox on the hammer, just wondering if you could like unlock Cabana by looking backwards. It's probably really bad, but I want to try it now.
Yeah, hey, it's worth a shot, right?
Oh,
we're gonna see everyone's favorite check, I think, in the game, right?
Yeah, that check is pretty popular. It is time to yeet the pig, swing the swine, or whatever other ways that you have to call it.
Yeah. Look at that pig go.
Roll that pork, maybe?
Yeah. I do like bacon.
Bacon is pretty good, except for your health.
Oh yeah, true. What is
Oh
it?
god, bacon.
Cholesterol or something, right?
If only you didn't have cholesterol. Hey, that's a nice treasure chart. At least we got to show a pig.
The yeeting of the pig part is the fun part, right? Getting the item is just sort of like an added bonus.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. If we like cooked bacon turned into the OTR weeklies, that is a good way to see bacon being cooked.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, and where are we sailing?
That looks like Shark Island for a Cyclos check.
Yeah, it does. And they're both doing it at the same time. We're about to hold hands.
Oh, I think we got a horseshoe.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
We're
They
close.
look the same from afar.
They do. I can see the confusion.
Oh my god, we're not playing golf again. Oh, nice little bit of putting by neefe.
Oh. Yes, we're gonna get to see the strategies here by neefe. They're not going to pull out the 9-iron or the driver.
Neefe
like we
Scotty,
normally
king
see.
of red lions, staying really far from the green today.
True. Normally you don't want to park that far away. You want to have your cart there ready to go for whenever you're moving on to the next hole. But hold strategy. Maybe wanted to have less distraction.
Meanwhile, Sir Kilp shooting some pigeons that looked really like a frog. And neefe about to get the money. Prize pool for the tournament. A nice even 200 rupees.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice bit of not golf tonight by both of our runners. Both not deserving of a nice little green vest.
Neefe is
still
about
doing
to. Neefe is about to head up to the very much
step?
loaded diamond step that we saw.
Yeah, but first things first, you gotta just bonk into that sea ant for luck.
RNG minute.
Oh, and Kilp about to go to Island of Steel, the island that eluded him with the super swim a little earlier.
Yes.
I do love when that orb just blocks the entrance. It feels so wrong, but I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those frustrating things, but also you kind of go like, whatever.
It's just funny at that point, just like, I love when that happens to other people.
Yeah, it's cute.
So neefe now inside of Diamond Step, about to do the bomb clip again. You line yourself up with that little spot on the ground, pull out a bomb, pull out your sword, and then you can hook shot to the chest.
Yep. Bombs, when a bomb drops behind you, it really gives you a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
Neefe trying to decide how they want to get to that next check here.
Oh,
It's a little
and
tricky.
Sir Kilp about to go for Needle Rock Island.
Yeah, this kind of makes sense here. We're kind of running out of places to go. We really need that leaf. That's leaf and specifically command melody are what's locking the overwhelming majority of the checks left in the game for us here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, we can get inside of Wind Temple, but we can't do anything in it yet. It is kind of special to think about that. Now Neefe using that little corner of the floor that doesn't exist to just go out of bounds. I love that one.
Mongo's favorite corner.
It's my favorite corner. it just doesn't exist. Whoa, Sir Kilp now flying. So this bird has to avoid many other birds.
Real. Let's see what we get here. I mean, this kind of has to be it, right? Doesn't this have to be it? I don't think there's anything left.
I think we need to find something here, or else it's gonna start to be kind of annoying.
Or we're both just wrong again, like the last 6 times we've said this.
Hey, that's one Gozaria.
Well, I guess we were.
That's one check extra in Wind Temple.
Yep. Once we find command melody.
Yep, we do need that. We do need that.
Let's see. Kilp going to Forest Haven. So what do we have? What are we
For
going
Kilp,
to?
we do have that return to Angular, probably.
Oh, yeah, true. That makes a lot of sense. But now I'm still just trying to... I'm racking my brain here a little bit on what all is left. Where would we go next?
We do have the flight control platform sub that is still open.
That's true. That is a good point.
It is one of those checks that nobody really wants to go do, but we kind of need to do it, I think.
Yeah, I think I usually stop trying to delay it once I do find a bow, which has been fairly recent for these runners, so I definitely understand putting it off up until now, and there are some better things to do still, but...
Doing flight control platform sub with just hook shots, oh boy.
Yeah, I would probably start crying.
Well, that was a really powerful yeet by Neefe right there. That pig is super far to the land.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You might not even have to pick the pig up. You just, oh, no.
I think we need to.
Okay.
Whoops. Neefe throwing the pig. The pig turning around.
And we get the treasure chart that we all knew was there already.
Once again.
Yeah.
Flashbacks to neefe versus Artemis. It was a flight control platform sub C, if I remember right.
Yeah, that wasn't it. Everything locked behind that. Although I think we found a way around it. That wasn't too terrible, but not what you would normally expect to happen.
We have Neefe going for Cyclos at Shark Island. Meanwhile, Kilp getting the piece of art that was in Angular Cave.
So, at the risk of being proved wrong again by not being able to fully pay attention to 2 runs at the same time, I think right now, as far as checks go, we have a very slight lead for Kilp because I think they've done everything. Oh, well, maybe not. They haven't gone into Cabana yet. So this is actually pretty tight because I think Kilp is down to flight control platform, which I think is the last check for him. So
I think Kilp might wait to have a delivery bag before entering Cabana because I think we opened the chest on top of the waterfall earlier.
True.
So it makes it a little harder to clip in. You need to find storage elsewhere.
Yeah, and I guess
you could get it on top of Ice Ring, which is pretty good, but you do need the fire and ice arrows to do that.
Yeah, I think the thing for Kilp too is Kilp has all the best items for inside of Cabana already. So, and we also know that Cabana didn't have anything hard required in it, correct?
I'm pretty sure we didn't. We found double magic there. I think that's about it.
Yeah, so I think Kilp not going to be hurt too bad. Although obviously this is unbeknownst to him, but we all know that the flight control platform sub is definitely the way to go. And
that's the beauty of the race stream, you know, more information than the runners most of the time.
And speaking of that being the only place to go, I think we're going to get maybe some hand holding. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Hand holding, please.
Yes.
I need that to live.
I mean, they're in the same quadrant. That's good enough, right? I mean,
that's like social distance hand holding. It
kind of like
counts.
Yeah, I agree. We're still in. We still want to make sure we're being responsible.
Oh my god, I think we're gonna miss it.
Oh,
Barely.
Come on,
neefe.
Come on, neefe. You can do it. Oh, get on there.
neefe, come on. Oh, and this is the leaf. This is the leaf. Oh my god, we have some hand holding. Thank you, Sir Kilp, for messing up your menuing. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have leaf. Now I do think the play is probably a full clear of Forbidden Woods. I think that's considering you've cleared pretty much all of the overworld except the leaf checks, and you're still missing a ton of items, really.
Oh yeah.
I think. I mean, we're missing what? 3 shards, 2 bows, 2 swords, and command melody. Yeah, and that is what Kilp's gonna do. It looks like.
And fun thing too, once we get out of that dungeon, it's gonna be pretty easy to go check the chest on the small island in Forest Haven.
True.
So that's an extra check right there.
Yeah, that basically makes Forbidden Woods like twice as good, because overworld checks are better than dungeon checks normally anyway.
Yeah, and we have Deku Leaf for neefe too. So there's about to be a lot more hand-holding in this dungeon.
Yeah, I can't imagine neefe doesn't head off to Forbidden Woods either here, so you'll love to see it. Interesting thing to point out, because of being able to do Cabana early, neefe is gonna have double magic inside Forbidden Woods. Yep, that looks to be the play. So that's gonna be interesting to see if that affects anything.
It might force Sir Kilp to look at more, to cut more grass, or maybe drink more soup. So
yeah, spend a couple extra.
Delivery bag.
Very nice. Spend a couple extra. Oh, neefe's gonna do the overworld check first. It looks like.
Not an interesting play. I kind of like it since we can use that tornado to get to it.
Yeah, and we've already done the inside check too in Forest Haven. Both runners checked that already, so you can just save warp right back out of there too, and you don't have to worry about changing your wind or anything once you leave for Forbidden Woods. So not a bad play.
Also, kept getting that storage in that second room really damn fast.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, it's a shard. Ooh. So that is one more of our shards. So now we're just missing 2 of those. So we have the fabled 2, 2, and 2. And then of course command melody. Yeah, 2 shards, 2 bows, and 2 swords.
And 1 command melody. Oh, Trevor!
Oh,
being found in for Forbidden Woods.
We're gonna get to max out our wallet. That's always fun. I don't need to worry about money anymore. Alright, is it always hand-holding when you're in the dungeon, or does it have to be in the same room?
I'm gonna count it as hand-holding. At least we're living in the same place. It's pretty good.
True.
That could be a good series where, like, we have a bunch of runners being roommates inside of Forbidden Woods. Could be something.
Yeah. Finding lots of cool items all the time.
Look at that! It's Value Woods!
True. It was so bizarre to see. It's so bizarre to see Forbidden Woods be like empty.
We do have a delivery bag today, though, so it might not be empty.
Yeah, true. It's likely going to have at least 1 or 2 things that we need, I would say, but it might not. It could be completely empty. That's the beauty of the randomizer. Sometimes.
Hurricane spin! Oh my god! So
it's got the meme items.
Stored the meme item a little earlier. And neefe now about to climb back up the room with the bulbs.
Yep.
I can respect that.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit slower, so Kilp will get a little bit of time save over neefe for that. But it's, consistency is the key for a lot of runners. They prefer a consistency strat over one that saves a few seconds, which is respectable.
And talking about saving a few seconds, Kilp about to do small key skip right here. You use your chest storage to climb up walls and enter the door that is not locked on the side of the small key. it is pretty cool.
Yep. And very nice play. It's very common with a lot of the newer runners to do Forbidden Woods this way.
It is.
You can
do that too.
Yep, you can skip using the grapple hook in this room, which is a little faster, and you can generally avoid getting trolled by P-hats here if you make the cycle. Unfortunately, we were a little bit too slow, but
everything is fine.
Yep. I'm not panicking, you're panicking.
I'm panicking too.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh no panicking, only tanking. Second place for the raid of 5. Welcome everyone. This is the losers bracket match between neefe and Sir Kilp. We're having some fun tonight.
Yeah.
Leaf was in the last location.
Oh, true, yeah. Flight control.
Got Leaf in the last location, and now we're clearing Forbidden Woods.
Oh!
Oh my god, that means that neefe has an extra has another shard, and that means that Kilp has stored that a little earlier.
Yeah, true. We're at 4 shards now for Kilp. Not sure if Kilp has seen it yet. I don't know if he's checked his menu, but he does have it. So
he's gonna get reminded of it when he grabs the Triforce shard on the boss at the end.
True. Oh, you can see it there. You can see the 4 pieces. So.
Oh yeah.
Not that we needed confirmation since we saw it on neefe's screen.
Yeah, it is pretty good to when you have a runner that doesn't do as much storage strats. You get to see more things.
True. So now we're just missing 1 shard, 2 swords and 2 bows.
Yes, still
and
missing
command
those 2. Command melody is going to be very important,
Never
and
mind.
we found command melody.
Dang, this Forbidden Woods, guys. Wow.
The value woods tonight once again. And honestly, Elijah, I think you're confirming another confirmation bias that I have. The fact that once you complain about something, it usually shows up.
Yeah.
Hey, that's another sword.
There's a sword. Look
Please, Elijah, complain about how I always win the lottery. Please, Elijah, I need this.
Don't you hate it when Montgol wins the Powerball? Or wait, do they have the Powerball in France?
It's Quebec, but still, I'm not sure we'd have that. So.
Or Canada? I'm sorry.
Canada, French Canada. We're having fun.
And the small key. We were just talking about small key skip, and look, there's the small key.
Yeah, this is now Value Woods. I'm sorry, everyone. This expression from season 1 is back.
It's command melody again. Oh wait, no, we already saw that.
And imagine finding command melody a 3rd time.
That would
be so hype.
Yeah. Double command melody.
Kelp using the bombs here. And about to do this little trick we don't mention anymore, but just getting some damage and then rolling in the corner of those vines. Amazing strat.
True. If you get like a really good setup, you can jump slash over there, but usually the roll through is a good backup if you miss the jump slash, although I just do the roll.
Yeah, the roll is super safe. I love that roll.
Yeah. I suppose it's one of those deals to where like going for the jump slash, it doesn't like lose you any time, and even if you get it 5% of the time, right? Sometimes you'll be a little better off, but you can always pretty much immediately go straight into the roll and back it up.
5% of the time, it works every time.
We're gonna see some basement strats, maybe a little bit of separation here. Boss before. Yep, boss before, or are we just gonna warp back, dude?
I think we're gonna warp back for neefe. Not a bad plan, actually. I like that.
Generally, for Forbidden Woods, you want to kind of save the boss for last because the boss warp out of the dungeon is pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. Oh, Forbidden Wood dungeon map on the chest hanging past the red flower.
Yep. Dungeon map. So that means we have all the dungeon items now, right? We've seen the map, the compass, the small key, the big key.
I'm pretty sure that's right. You know, I'll keep trying for that little boomerang throw, but freezing in the middle, so I don't know what happened.
Just barely missed it.
Just barely missed it. I'm gonna refresh my stream, so I'll be right back.
And to answer your question, Lost, yes, it's on the small island check in the Forest Haven quadrant. Presumably, Kilp will check that immediately after finishing this dungeon. So that is where the shard of difference comes from.
Yep, it should get resolved pretty soon.
And neefe, closer than he can even realize to his third master or sword upgrade.
Oh, look at that sword. It's here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's
Alright,
a
so
wonderful sword.
we have, what do we have? One more spot left to check? Kilp checked this chest up here, right? Yep.
Yeah, we only have the big key chest now. And I think we're gonna do it with the bamboo strats, apparently.
I like this. I like this strat. It's very satisfying if you can get it.
It is.
Oh, close,
Oh,
close.
so close, so close. Neefe climbing the tall room before the mini-boss with the grapple. Good old ways.
Old
doing
reliable, as they say. And Kilp gets it second try. Not bad. Although the magic is a... Ooh, just enough
That
magic.
was so close.
That was very spicy.
So in this room, you can either do the puzzle regularly, or you can do this nice little hookshot strat.
True. The hookshot strat is pretty cool.
It is really awesome. All of that for a skull necklace. That's a pretty skull necklace.
Yeah. Well, we got so our Forbidden Woods today. Let's do a brief recap. We got a sword. We got Ghost Ship Chart. We got Delivery Bag. There's a shard in here, and the command melody.
Pretty hype. Pretty damn hype. Value woods for sure.
We will take those.
Oh,
Three of those
and-
items being absolutely 100% required. Two of them potentially helpful, possibly required, but we won't know until a little later.
Yeah, we... The delivery bag does allow us to mail that note to Mom that we got really early into the seed, so that might come into play.
I do want to say too. I think I'm in agreement with J-West on. I think Kilp's route was a little bit faster.
It wasn't a bad route from Neefe, but it did go really fast for Sir Kilp. But they're about to meet back up though, so
Neefe.
Neefe just has a basement to do, so really not too bad.
Yep. Also, I suppose Kilp route works a little better for the luck aspect in this instance. Not a whole lot, but did get to skip the double modular check because he knew it was a compass. But yeah, not a significant routing difference. Maybe like a minute, or so. You know, not a huge amount, but definitely you could tell. Definitely there was some difference.
Also, it's even closer than it looks because once we're out, Kilp is gonna have everything to go do Cabana, so it might be really tempting.
Yeah, true. We'll have a better idea, I suppose, if Kilp sort of rushes Cabana after this to see who's truly ahead.
Oh, Neefe getting the nice little boomerang throw here. Meanwhile, Kilp just destroying Calidemos today.
Yeah, very clean Calademos fight.
The fastest lawnmower in the west, or the east. I don't know where Kilp is from.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question. Somewhere. I mean, everywhere is a little east of somewhere, right?
True. Yeah, that's just how Earth works, I think.
Yeah, it is a sphere.
Yeah. Although I suppose the other directions that you can max out on, can't you? You can max out on north and south.
Oh, that is true.
But east and west, you can go to your heart's content.
Oh my god.
Ooh, the
And
leaping
Kilp
strat.
about... Yeah, Neefe going for that nice little strat here. It is...
Strat.
Oh. Everything's going well. I think we're gonna grab... Yes! Meanwhile,
like to
Kilp's
call
changing
that.
the direction to win.
Yes, I like to call that strat the Forbidden Woods strat that gives me an insane amount of anxiety.
It is a pretty good name for it.
And we're gonna see Kilp get that 6th Triforce shard. The one he has. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Luckily, we aren't speedrunning Earth navigation. Thankfully, yeah. We're not Magellan. He failed that run, actually. Now that I think about it. He did die in the middle. Please, guys, don't die in the middle of your runs. Don't be like Magellan.
Yeah, that's suboptimal.
So we're about to check the mail with Sir Kilp. Got that Triforce Shard. 6-1, I believe. And let's see what Orca and Notumama has for us today. Hey, there's another bottle.
Sorry, I was laughing at what Zombie said.
Oh, and Vital's mom. Coming in clutch with just love.
Yep.
Motherly love.
So we have some options for Kilp. Some overworld has opened up. I think the play is probably going to be Ghost Ship to Cabana would be my guess. But we also have
plans. That's a
the
solid
entire...
plan.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Really solid plan because like we're right next to Bum Island, and Bum Island is the place where the Ghost Ship is right now.
Yep, and we oh, but on the other hand, we do have the entirety of Wind Temple available for us now. But I do think it's... I think generally a lot of the case, when you have a bunch of overworld left before Wind Temple, a lot of our runners would really like to have light arrows for those combat rooms in Wind Temple, or at least fire and ice arrows. I think most people are willing to do them without them, if you have to, but it's definitely not ideal.
Ghost Ship with the Joy Pendant. Does that bring you joy, Elijah?
No, it doesn't.
Well,
Joy pendants do not spark joy for me.
It don't spark joy? That is quite a shame, man.
Yep. I get more of that spark of joy when I see, like, pieces of the Triforce, or swords, or arrows.
I could do the dopamine with just like a meme item like Tingle Tuner. Just
Yeah, that usually gets you a little excited. Every
like,
time the
oh.
hero's charm pops up, you go,
yes,
I got it!
equip it.
Mom, I got it! I found it! Ha. Fond memories of equipping the hero's charm.
Oh man, Hero's Charm is amazing.
You
It
get to
lets you
how...
see the health of people. Imagine if health professionals had that in real life.
True, that'd be actually really helpful.
The guy at the hospital just sorting people. Like, oh god, this one needs to go fast.
Yeah, we might want to prioritize this one. The meter's pretty low.
The meter's really low. And we're now inside of Cabana, about to go get that double magic. After a few tricks with the wall once again.
Yeah. So this is going to be a good time. I think there was one more check that Kilp did that Neefe hasn't done yet. I can't remember where it is, but it's wherever Wind God's Aria was. Oh, I'm guessing it's the Needle Rock bait bag check?
I think it was. Not even sure.
That sounds right.
Yes,
So,
it was. It was. You're right.
okay. So
It had
we
been
have,
a while.
Yeah, so we're gonna have... So Neefe is one Needle Rock bait bag check behind Sir Kilp, and Sir Kilp is the rest of Cabana behind...
Oh, but we're warping to Windfall.
Oh, is this the Wind Temple play?
It seems to be the Wind Temple play.
Oh boy, we'll get to
Neefe
see...
opting to not go to Needle Rock before going there. I can't respect that because Needle Rock with fire and ice arrows feels so much faster.
True. Yep. Kilp picking up his double magics. That's nice. So we'll see if Kilp also elects to go into Wind Temple. It could make things... It's going to definitely keep things close. If Kilp elects to stay in the overworld, then we're going to get more information from a viewing perspective. So hey, it's a win-win, right?
Pretty good. There's not much overworld left, though. I think there's only Great Fish left, and we're going there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right there. There is just Great Fish. I'm sitting here going...
Alan. It's in the name.
True, yeah. Named appropriately. It's all like spiky and pointy looking. I mean, who doesn't like that? Didn't people used to live on this island before, like, all the bad stuff happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were people on here. Like there's remnants of a house. There's a few boats. Beetles there.
Ah, yeah, true.
Beetles are trying to sell to an island that nobody lives on anymore except like one Goron trader. This is
True. It would have been really interesting, I suppose, if they would have had like other people in boats that just sort of like sailed around the Great Sea in this game.
You mean like Waterworld and Wind Waker? Bokobaba Seed! Oh my god.
Look at that.
It's too bad in the chat because I think he's just amazed right now. He's just so happy, he's probably grinning like side to side on his face. So I think we're gonna join neefe inside of Wind Temple, so more hand-holding for tonight.
Yes. The continued hand-holding. I suppose in fairness to the runners, right? And normally you see variety in routing, but this seed has been sort of linear. I mean, they did the overworld in like different orders, but the dungeon order has seemed pretty forced thus far.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to mention the fact that we just found a small key in the first chest of Wind Temple, and this is another Wind Temple that we can actually go mode, so feels kind of sad.
It would still make me nervous. I'd be like, what if somebody did something out of logic that I didn't think of, and they found everything, and they got the small key in the first check. I'd be panicking if I was running the seed right now and that happened to me. Especially if I had like one overworld location I didn't check. I'd be like, oh, that's fire ice, and then the light arrows and the sword are in, and the shard are in the fire ice checks. I'd already been 100% convinced.
Right now, we know that it's not that tonight, but Bokobaba Seed is kind of awesome.
True. Another meme item.
We are missing an unknown shard and a sword and 2 bows, so still looking for quite a lot of things in this Wind Temple.
And honestly, that makes kind of neefe coming in here before clearing the overworld a pretty solid play, just because there are so many items missing. The odds of them all being in the overworld, from neefe's perspective, are so low.
Especially with just one check left, like.
Right, and Wind Temple has like, you know, a ton of checks.
Well, 2 checks for neefe. And I remember we never went to Needle Rock before, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so.
And yet, that is a good point, Jay. Neefe doesn't have Wind God's Aria, so we're gonna need to skip that at some point.
True. There is a way to skip it. One of them is a little tricky. The other one is probably one of the easiest tricks in the game.
And look at that, we have a nice spring storage by Kilp right here. If you get off the spring without looking at it, it stores the animation, and then you can use it, well, once you look back at that spring, which is kind of funny, kind of silly. Love it.
It is a cute strat.
Oh, neefe taking the time to open the warp pot here. Interesting play, saving now. Probably
I'm wondering,
because he's about to do a trick that he's not very comfortable with.
Possibly, or it could even be maybe to check this chest first and save scum it. Potentially.
Could be a plan, actually.
Obviously, we will see.
Yeah, we're about to see it, actually, because we're really close to that chest.
Yeah, here it is. Alright, we are going to check it.
Yeah,
it is the compass. And there's the reset.
Yeah, the reset. We saw what's in the chest. neefe really wanted to know, and now he knows that it's safe to store with it. You could even not void out once you're inside of the room and use the hook shot inside to get to the chest, because you don't need that compass.
True, you could completely skip that combat in that room.
Yeah, it is a pretty nice strat, actually, now that I think about it, by neefe. It's gonna pay off.
Yep, definitely. It's like I'm getting deja vu all over again here. What's going on?
Weren't we here like 3 seconds ago?
What is this room?
Reminds me of something. Can't quite put my finger on it though, but it does ring a bell.
I can't believe they don't randomize the dungeon. Shouldn't all the rooms be in different places every time too? Is this
If one day that happens, I'm gonna play this all the time. It feels amazing. It sounds amazing. So we're now holding hands in the same room.
Yeah, look at this. I think Kilp is going to be doing the not skip because Kilp does have the Wind God song, the aria of the God of the Wind. So.
Yeah, and we're now exactly the same chest. Now that's hand holding. Let's go. Oh,
So
neefe getting it. So they're both gonna be in the same room again for a while.
Yep. We'll see how much the time save on the combat is if neefe elects to skip that.
neefe gonna give it trouble clipping inside. There we go. It's not the easiest trick in the world.
True. It's a little bit weird movement, finickiness.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
I'm rooting for the hook shot and skip the combat.
Yeah, the hook shot to the neefe whip.
There we go.
Yes. neefe knows.
neefe knows. Could just doesn't even have to save and quit. Just soft reset that.
Meanwhile, Kilp finding those dark knots the regular way.
Yes.
Not having the best time with it, but everything is fine. Dark knots can't really touch us. Once we unequip an armor on them, they become just prey for the other dark knots. It's amazing.
Yeah. 3 dark nuts in one room. Maybe a little overkill at Nintendo.
And
Maybe a little overkill.
come on, AG Onuma, please fix this.
I mean, two seems a little reasonable. You know, I mean that's what the Master Sword Chamber has. I mean, I guess those are mighty dark nuts, but.
And they were the mighty dark nuts. Where the only thing that makes them mighty is like a cape, I think.
Yeah, they're a little beefier, right? They got a little bit more hit points, but other than that, yeah.
And to answer your question in second place, neefe did actually like just save warp out, so without the saving, so those chests are still all fair play. They exist, but we do know that they have nothing interesting for us today, so.
And anybody curious about the health component of the dark nuts, it's to my knowledge, it's exactly double. They are exactly twice as strong hit points wise.
Once they wear a cape, they're twice as strong. Wow.
Yeah, capes are
I
very
wish I was
powerful.
like that.
Just got to.
I know a character in The Incredibles that will be really mad that you just said that, but in Wind Waker it works.
Yeah, true.
When you wear a cape, you're also twice as strong. That is nice to hear, Ailey. That is very nice.
Yes, being twice as strong is good.
But also twice as susceptible to dying in a freak plane accident with the cape.
Snagged by a jet turbine.
Wind Waker also doesn't have jet turbines and gens to get sucked into. You do have a point right here. But I think super swimming fast enough might do the trick.
That's true. What if your cape snags on like the Isle of Steel as you go soaring by?
Oh, that would be really bad, especially when if it's like a neck cape, you know.
Yeah, true. You know,
maybe if it's a shoulder cape, not too bad, but.
Yeah, shoulder cape would probably just rip right off, wouldn't it? I would think.
You put them with Velcro, so you know it's gonna just snap off. In case of an emergency, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, true. I guess this is about the part of the seed where we all start speculating and saying, "Oh yeah, those Hyrule checks looking pretty spicy now."
Yeah, we're about there, and also Kilp doing a really good job with those skips on the floors here.
Yeah, we're down to just
technique.
We're down to just a couple of Wind Temple checks. We have the Fire Ice checks yet, but no fire or ice arrows. And then that's pretty much it. So
yeah, and they're both doing different checks right now, so we're gonna learn even more.
True.
Oh, Master Sword being found.
So we're 2 items to go, right?
Yeah. And that is not one of them.
Wait, you mean the Wind Temple dungeon map isn't hard required to beat the game?
No, apparently you can skip it, but I always get lost in the dungeon when I don't have it. It's quite weird to me.
I have to find all the dungeon maps. Yeah, it seems kind of like poor form to not have the dungeon map and beat the dungeon. Doesn't it? And when I get skipping the big key, it's just a key, right? You know, we're like locksmiths. You know, we can pick. I can pick a lock. You know, that's nothing. But a map. Come on. And also, I guess to answer your question, Haley, Kilp is done with the overworld.
Yeah, and talking about keys, we found the big one for neefe right now.
Very nice. So we still need the kill all the enemies and the tippy top part of this dungeon, right?
Yep, I am pretty sure we didn't do the 7 armors room or the other chest that's chilling right next to it.
So, if fire and ice arrows aren't here, then... Yeah.
neefe going for it.
Alright, let's see. This room has a really nice, really satisfying fast strat that you can do, but it's a little tricky. You have to be...
You have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Is Kilp going for it? I think so.
Oh, we have the ultimate
Nice
level
start,
of hand-holding. Yeah,
Yep.
very nice. Very clean.
Oh, Kilp about to do it?
Oh,
Yeah, Kilp got it!
let's go. Very, very nice. Very clean.
And also, as you said, nice hand holding the whole way.
Yep.
And Kilp just doing this room so fast that
Yeah, it's really interesting to see sort of the side-by-side comparison about how fast a strat
it really is.
can be when executed properly.
And we're about to see that other chest here. When we see that one, there's only going to be one left in the dungeon that we don't know about. So,
Well,
do we have
We
all
are-
our maps and compass? Yes, we do. All
Yeah,
the dungeon
so-
items have been found. So, tall room in the basement might be something.
if tall room in the basement, I think it
It
does
needs
it
to be
have to be
something.
does it have to be? Yeah, it has to be either fire and ice arrows or the shard.
The last shard. If it's the last shard, it's gonna be another ban point for George. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, true.
Can't wait to see. But the training rooms that they did earlier. So for now, we don't have anything new to talk about. So I'm just gonna plug our runners for tonight, Sir Kilp and neefe, doing an amazing job. We're also gonna plug our trackers once again. It's Stanjo Tree and Lost the Pirates, and also gonna plug my co-commentator, Original Elijah. Thank you, Elijah, for commentating this with me. You don't even have a link. Oh boy.
Oh dang. Do I need to update that? It's fine.
Maybe it's fine. Just post something in chat so they can't click on your name.
There we go. Hold on. Alright, there we go. I'm in chat.
And neefe getting that master sword. But yeah, there's only one check left in the game that could have something to unlock the rest. So I can't wait to see what happens.
So I think the more likely, obviously I think the more likely thing is that this is going to be the fire and ice arrows. But, you know, not guaranteed, definitely. Not guaranteed.
It's not
by any
guaranteed. And if it's not that, it's just gonna be amazing in a way.
Yeah, so I'm sure everyone in the chat is hoping we see the shard here, because that's gonna mean, that can only mean one thing. Assuming we've all been keeping track properly.
Yeah, I think we did, but it could always be wrong. I've been wrong before in this one, so...
Yeah, we've been wrong like probably 75% of the time, I think.
neefe going for a nice little roll clip here instead of doing the odd shot setup like Kilp, but both of them getting it pretty fast.
True. It's interesting to see the leads sort of go back and forth as the runners use their different strats sort of against each other to speed themselves up a little bit.
Okay, this is a tall room. We need to defeat every enemy in that room for a chest to spawn. And that chest should have the most interesting item in the world.
Like we said, there are two universes that we live in here. Universe number 1, this is a shard, which means that the only checks we have left are in Hyrule. Universe number 2, This is the fire and ice arrows, which means that we continue with Rando as normal.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it is because I'm kind of hoping for the worst case scenario. And I think most of the chat is hoping for that too.
Yep.
George even saying that bullshit seeds by George.
It's a good quote.
It is pretty good.
Boy, it makes you wish this room were faster because the suspense is just killing.
Chat out for blood once again.
Yep.
Both of them killing the Bokoblin at the same time.
Oh man. The hand holding. The hand holding. Alright, let's see it.
Both having a problem with the chest.
I think the Bokoblin needs to... One of the Bokoblins didn't die.
And neefe is gonna need to reload that room, sadly.
Yeah.
Oof. Bokoblin now dying for Sir Kilp. We're about to have the information.
Yeah.
But the neefe is gonna need to go in and out of that room real quick for things to reload. One of those Bokoblin not quite dying properly.
It's the shard?
It's the shard! Oh my god, everyone! George, you really like those band points, don't you?
Wow. That is pretty crazy.
neefe really having trouble with this room. I don't think he knows that the Bokoblins go back behind.
Oh man, I really hope neefe...
neefe going on.
This could be really bad for neefe if neefe's going to try and just sort of abandon that check. As neefe might be thinking, well, I still have some overworld left, so maybe it's there, but it is not. It is not there.
It could be bad for neefe, actually, really bad. Meanwhile, Kilp, sidling behind the stone. We're about to get some nice music. I think,
yeah,
it's gonna be amazing. Prepare your cat jams or your dancing emotes, especially if your name is George.
Yeah, I think, boy. Here's what we do you play both audios at the same time?
Oh my god.
Is that what happens here? Do we get like the desynchronized, synchronized audio of just nonsense and chaos?
Oh, that would be so bad. But we get a double chat jam in the chat tonight.
Double
Oh my
jam.
god.
I'm gonna listen to both. I don't know about you, Mongol.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to both too. Oh, that is cat jamming.
Yeah.
I might go as far as to say it is also a rare parrot.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It might even be a sour please. Where are you, sour please?
Please.
Things going well on Bulgaria right now. Everything is going pretty well. Everyone's dancing, everyone's jamming. We know that we're living in a world where we got a shard left to go, and nothing in overworld. So
Yeah. The other thing, this might be getting lost here. This is really unfortunate for neefe. That chest not spawning and leaving it behind. Because if neefe leaves Wind Temple, you know, that's really bad.
yeah, it's gonna take a while. I mean, there's not too many overworld locations left, so he's gonna be back really soon. But that will still be a little sad.
Yep.
Oh, and the music ending on Sir Kilp's side, but still a bit of music left for neefe.
True.
Oh, that is a cat jam. It's still a cat jam. And there we go. Send your last cat jams, everyone, because the song is now over on both of the screens. They both did a wonderful Bulgaria.
Yep. Very nice.
That was wonderful. Just the end holding, the whole fight.
Yes, I liked that.
So cute, so cute.
I liked that very much.
And Sir Kilp completing the Triforce of Courage. now knowing that there's no other place to go but Hyrule.
Yeah, unless we're wrong again, which I don't think we are.
We could be living in another parallel universe, by the way, because there's a universe where fire and ice arrows are on the mace chest, but there's also a universe where fire and ice arrows are Master Sword Chamber, and then light arrows are vanilla.
Yes, so we could have double Hyrule or single Hyrule, but a forced second trip there. We'll
The
see where
worst thing that
Kilp
could
goes.
happen is definitely just fire and ice arrows on either checks, and then going back in overworld.
Kilp is going to Hyrule, so I think this is it. I think this is
to answer
Neefe
your
not
question,
leaving Wind Temple, so that's
yeah, to answer your question, Erikilo, that's because in the room before the boss, something really went wrong, and he couldn't quite kill all of the enemies, so the chest didn't really spawn.
So we're gonna get to see. So is it Maze Chest? Is it Master Sword Chamber? What do you guys
Question, we're
think?
about to see the Master Sword Chamber. And for once, we're gonna have to fight our way through it, because we don't have fire and ice arrows, we don't have light arrows, so...
Yeah, this is really rough. The soup might be,
The soup is gonna be really nice here.
yeah, definitely.
Is it gonna be empty? We're gonna see very soon, after a nice little fight.
If it is empty, then this is forced 2 trips into Ganon's Tower.
Sir Kilp, a little nervous, trying to soup dupe, having a bit of trouble. Soup dupe being
There we
completed.
go. There we are. Completed soup dupe. Now let's see what we have. Come on.
Cape not
Darkness.
quite breaking.
Oh, there we go. We've exposed the heads. Oh, I like the boomerang strats. I like the boomerang strats.
Really good strat, honestly.
Yeah.
No armors left, only fight.
Yes, here we go. Combat.
Okay, we're about to open the chest, everyone. Is it gonna be nothing? Is it gonna be something?
Here we go.
That is the question.
I think if you're killed, well, I'll wait to say this till after we get our information. It's fire,
and ice arrows.
There it is.
So are we
So now-
gambling and going straight to the maze chest to see if it's light arrows?
I think you do. I think you want to open up the warp in Ganon's Tower since you're already here. I think that's the play. Yep.
Yes, looks like we're going that way. We're going straight to maze chest. Go to maze chest, open up the thing. Now, Neefe about to get that final shard.
So
The
here
real
we
question,
go.
though, is gonna be: is Neefe gonna go straight to Hyrule, or is Neefe gonna go to Neil Rock? And also, there's also a great fish available.
Yeah, and I think the one thing Neefe is gonna know, and this is something that Neefe knows. One of those checks either has to be Fire and Ice or potentially Wind God's Aria too. That is something he doesn't have yet.
That is true.
Although it
And-
could just easily be, from his perspective, it could easily just be the Fire Ice with Wind God's Aria behind a Fire Ice check.
And we got the nice little bear skip on Kilp's side. So we're getting closer and closer to the light arrow chest.
Yes.
So for everyone that doesn't really know the path in the labyrinth, we're gonna see it tonight on this restream. Thanks to the wonderful seed that George rolled for us. Oh, great fish for Neefe.
I think this makes a lot of sense. This check is so fast, you almost never want to leave it.
That's a really nice check.
Alright, we are in Ganon's Tower. We are in the... We were in the cave before Ganon's Tower, but now we're like in the tower. Like the
Tower itself. Imagine building a tower and just realizing there's a cave outside and it's just hiding most of your tower. Coco Baba Seed being found by Neefe.
Very nice.
I
And
wonder
we
how
are-
he's feeling about that one.
We are checking, so yeah, I think this is the play. You probably check this, and then if you don't get light arrows, then you You open the warp and then you go get the light arrows.
Yeah, time to do the maze chest. So for the people that don't know, this chest, this maze is always exactly the same. Oh,
Ooh.
Sir Kilp about to fight Phantom Ganon.
Maybe he doesn't know the path.
Maybe. Just the meme apparently.
Or maybe needed a few extra seconds to look it up.
Maybe.
Yep. I know if it's me, I have like a little doc there just because I don't trust my own memory that has it typed up in. And if I feel I'm gonna need to check Maze Chest, I have this doc on my desktop and I just open it up really quick while like the barrier's breaking.
The first time I had to do that place, I actually like carved it on the walls. I didn't really, I just used the post-it note, but still.
Alright, we're gonna have our answer.
Very nice RNG here.
Brew, that's all you can really hope for.
Meanwhile,
it's
getting
happening.
better. So we have to go back in Overworld for this. Oh, it is one of those seeds, and
Wow.
George really going for that ban point today.
Wow. That is incredible.
Speed running the ban lists.
Yeah. You don't see this every day.
First double dip of viral.
Is it really that bad though? Is it really that bad if the fire and ice arrows aren't in Maze Chest? I mean, is it really that bad?
So we have a few checks in Overworld with those fire and ice arrows. 2 checks on Ice Ring, 1 check on Fire Mountain, and 1 check on Needle Rock. Where are we going first? I think it's Ice Ring, but where are we going second? What do you think about that, Elijah?
I know a lot of people really don't like Fire Mountain. I'm guessing that's going to be the last place checked, but we will see.
We will see. Who knows? Maybe we'll find the light arrows on Ice Ring, and then the second place we're going is Hyrule. You never know.
True. True. Knowing me, I wouldn't be thinking, and I'd actually, if I was in this situation, I'd probably warp back through Tot G and go back in that way and go, oh, damn it, I'm so dumb.
So, Neefe now fighting the Dark Nuts. Not using soup.
Bold. I like it.
Very, very bold. Those Dark Nuts have a shield and a cape. Gotta be careful around those.
True.
Things that seem to be going well for Neefe. Only 1 Dark Nut left. Spinning the armor, getting rid of it. Meanwhile, Kilp now on Ice Ring, melting the first chest, melting the island.
Here we go. Is it gonna be the easy chest? Nope.
And no, we're gonna need to go deeper.
The search continues. Neefe getting his fire and ice arrows.
Oh, slipping on the ice, but not falling down. Not too bad for Kilp. Meanwhile, Neefe getting the fire and ice arrows. Is Neefe gonna go for the light arrows, or are we going out? No, we're going for the light arrows. The light arrow check, I mean.
True, true. It'd be interesting to see. One play you could make is just go and open the warp and say, I think the maze chest is worse, but there
Oh,
they
the light
are.
arrows being found by Sir
There.
Kilp. So we're going back to Hyrule now.
Yeah,
I was right. Oh god.
good call, Mon. Good call.
That could have been
Thanks,
worse,
man.
actually. That's a little. That's like 0.1 less ban points for George.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this scene wasn't even really that bad. Let's think about this. I mean,
It was pretty cute. It was a pretty cute seed, but when you have fire and ice arrows in Hyrule, that is a definitive ban point.
true.
Then we're
Well,
back
we are
in the
heading-
warp.
We are heading back to Hyrule. I'm thinking we're, I mean, and all things considered, this being a sub 2 seed, you know, most likely is
It
definitely
could
gonna
be.
happen.
It's gonna be very close if it's not. So
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Kilp sitting pretty good if he's hoping for a sub 2 here, just because he's already all the way through Hyrule. He just needs to actually do the final fight, which you've already watched the barrier break. You've already rolled through some of the long parts of Ganon's Tower. Now you just have the fun part of this left, right? The light arrowing everything and defeating Puppet Ganon. And then
Puppet Ganon is the fun part? Oh boy. Thought the fun part was passing up on the rope.
Oh yeah, that is fun, isn't it?
Depending on your character, it does make some pretty silly noises.
Oh yeah. I like when Sam
Neefe.
smashes up the rope.
Neefe not going for the 3 frame time save here.
Ooh, dang. Might need those
That
frames.
is bold. That is bold.
Neefe opening the warp first, it looks like, or possibly even. Oh, maybe
Switching
not.
ideas.
We are gonna check the light arrow chest first on Neefe's side too, which makes sense. I think while you're down here, you know, if you can avoid double dipping Hyrule, I think you probably want to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But we do know that it's not a seed that where you have that luxury.
True. We have, as they say, the critical information.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice first shot by
shot.
Kilp. The second one would have been nice if Ganon didn't move.
Oh, there's another
we go.
good shot though.
Oh my
And,
god!
oh, wow. Very nice PG-1 for Kilp.
Solid PG-1 right there. Kilp just on a mission tonight.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, Neefe
want
getting a
Neefe?
good RNG too. That's nice.
Yeah, pretty good. About to find that golden feather.
True.
So are we gonna get a double crip, a single crip, or not?
Well, that's a good question. I'm hoping for the double. I'm hoping for the double crit.
Oh, that would make this Puppet Ganon fight even more amazing. We're going for it.
Oh, that's
Getting one?
Oh,
We got a crip. We got a
we
crip.
got one. One is good. One is good.
It does save time.
Yes. Honestly, if I consider getting double crip is you know obviously best case scenario, but just one crip, I tell myself you just gotta be happy with that. That's
You
good.
did good. You did good.
Yep.
When you get one, you just tell yourself you did good. When you get two, you're just like the holy grail has been reached.
True. That's not how good is phase 3 gonna go here for Kilp. Let's see.
Good question. We do have bombs equipped, but we're starting with a bit of shooting. Shooting the block in the middle twice.
Ooh.
Missing the tail another time.
Oh. These are close shots. Oh wow, how did that miss?
All of them were really close shots, but not quite. Now switching to the bomb strats. Going for the truck shot though.
Ooh, very close.
Barely missing. Gonna have to drink some soup for the rest of that fight. Oh, getting water.
We're getting
Oh,
some
I
water?
respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that.
Hydration.
Everyone
is
hydrate. Everyone
Very
hydrates.
important. Very important.
Everyone get water. Oh, water's good.
Yes, water is nice. You
Oh, it's
we're
about
going
to...
for it again.
Yeah.
Attempt number 2. Oh, very
Oh,
close.
that was really close again. Going for wild shots on the last
Oh,
fight. Getting it!
What a shot.
Oh,
Wrapped
nice
it
last shot
around
by Kilp.
Puppet Ganon. That was cool. I liked that.
Really good Puppet Ganon. So it's gonna
Heading
be...
to Needle Rock here. So we'll get to see what's in this cave.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And Kilp about to climb up the rope. Not much left in this seed. Only the big bad guy. Person Ganon himself.
The one and only.
Oh, falling from the rope a little. Using the leaf, not quite grabbing it, sadly. Meanwhile, Neefe shooting some torches.
Yeah, very nice shots. Clean on Neefe's side.
Yeah, very clean. It is a bit hard to aim with that model because the arrow points are super thick.
Yeah, true.
But he's doing a really great job with it.
Yeah, that was nice.
Meanwhile, Kilp almost done climbing up. Are we going for grapple skip? I think we are.
I'm gonna just say the thing. It did not spark joy.
It did not spark joy, you're right. Neefe, where are you going next?
Hopefully ice ring.
Oh, Kilp missing the skip, but having enough foresight to go back for that rope.
Oh, there we go. We got the rope.
Yeah,
Climbing
not
back
quite
up.
falling down the whole way. That's always nice.
True,
And Neef.
Heading
Going for
to
ice
ice
ring,
ring.
I think.
That's good. Neefe
That's good.
will get his light arrows there.
It's gonna leave us with one question in mind, though. What was on Fire Mountain?
Oh, yep. We're gonna need somebody to go back and check for us, I think.
Oh,
Where's-
Kilp going
where's
for the
Snack?
grapple skip.
Ooh, I like this skip.
Pretty cute one. I like to see it once in a while. Good to know where you came from, you know? Go back to your roots.
Remember the what do they call them? The good old days.
Good old days, back when I didn't know any tricks for this game, and it felt like a game that was solidly programmed.
The least broken game in the history of games.
Oh boy, did it change.
Yeah.
Sir Kilp drinking some soup before the final fight. And here we go.
All right, we're in the hurricane. Oh, Kilp realizing
yes.
now he has hurricane spin.
And that's messing up a bit of the usual play here.
Yep. Suppose that's one of the negatives of chest orbs sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
When you
you
do
do
the,
forget that. Hurricane Spin just changing the plans. But that's okay, we don't need a plan. Meanwhile, Neefe getting the light arrows, about to go join Sir Kilp in our row. Sir Kilp having a bit of trouble with the boss right now. Only one art left, Zelda's down. We can't steal ours from her.
Gonna have to use soup. We're gonna drink it.
That's our last bit of soup, so everything has to go right.
True. Heading back into the underwater part of the world on Neefe's side. And we're entering the final phase of Ganon for Kilp here.
Oh, look at that. Zelda's getting back up. Is Zelda gonna shoot at us?
Come on, Zelda, shoot us with your arrow. There we go.
Nice.
The reflection.
We
And
are going for the
GGs.
GGs. And it was a subdue.
Yes, we did eke that one out on Kilp's side. GG's to Sir Kilp.
159.35 for Sir Kilp, finishing in first place and securing their place in the future of this top 24 bracket. Send your GGs for Sir Kilp. And we are joined by Sir Kilp, I believe. GGs to you, Sir Kilp.
GG's.
Okay, wait. First question. Was
Yes.
Hurricane Spin in Cliff Plateau?
No, it
Forbidden
was
Woods.
in Forbidden Woods.
Oh, it's
The-
Forbidden Woods. Okay.
Yep.
You stored both that and a Triforce shard inside the Forbidden Woods. It did kind of mess up your ideas for the last boss, didn't it?
A little bit. I was a little stressed and did not realize that the Hurricane Spin was charging until it was too late.
Yeah.
It was
In all
pretty
honesty-
funny.
Yeah. In all honesty, I had forgotten we had found Hurricane Spin in this seed too up until then.
I was keeping that in the back of my mind the whole time, and I was like, is it going to be funny at some point? And it was.
You know what the problem was? I didn't check at the barrier.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yep, that can get you.
And we also are joined by Neefe from the Futures. GG's for the future, Neefe.
Yeah.
GG.
GG's. What a seed though, guys. What a seed.
God.
I mean,
George really going for those BAM points. It's insane.
I would just like to say, I never want to play a seed where Fire and Ice is in Hyrule ever again. It was terrible.
Those are
And
the
it was
best
very
ones,
stressful.
though.
yeah.
There's the best ones.
It's one of those things that's so unlikely when it's actually happening, and you feel like there's no way this is real. I had to have missed something, right? I had to have forgotten something or mistracked a location or something.
Dude, when that last shard in Wind Temple was, or when that last chest in Wind Temple was a shard, it blew my mind.
Yeah,
All right, Fire and Ice has to be here. All right,
We
never
knew
mind. It
that
doesn't
was gonna
have
be
to
that.
here.
We knew that wasn't going to be that because Kilp had checked everything in Overworld. But we were like, okay, does this either Fire Arrows, Fire and Ice Arrows, or it's the shard? And then it was the shard. We just went into the worst possible universe at that point.
We were sitting here going, there are 2 universes that exist right now. Actually, I guess ultimately we decided there were 3 because there was the universe where Montgol and I messed up and didn't realize that there was another check out there somewhere. But we didn't want to think about that universe. We were thinking about the other 2 universes, where it was either fire and ice arrows, or it was the shard and it was Hyrule that was loaded. And boy, we were all shocked.
What's kind of unfortunate in Wind Temple for you, neefe, when the tall room before the boss just decided to have a bokoblin not really die on you?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. You're talking about different universes. I was in a universe of pain when that happened. I knew it was something good as soon as the chest didn't spawn. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go all the way back.
You were in the worst universe. Technically, you could have went back up, and one of the bokoblins that you killed was killed off screen, which is why it didn't like trigger the chest. So one of those bokoblins would have been back on the wall, and you could have killed that one. But it's really strange, that room. Even with the fixed morts, it's still weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought the room was fixed. They just fixed the morph thing.
Yeah. It's tricky, but generally if you enter or exit and re-enter, then one of those stone heads will just reappear, and then you'll just have to go find that one and
Yeah, I'm being corrected in chat. Apparently, it's the stone head that just doesn't do its thing.
Yeah, like
That's
has to
what I always
break.
heard.
Yeah.
Right, and I always make sure to look at them when I pull them down. Maybe I hit my iron boots button and the camera turned away right as it hit the ground. I didn't think I
Maybe.
did. Could have happened.
It's the weirdest room in Randomizer, for sure. Even if they, like we said, they fixed the morts, which were the big problem back in the previous seasons, it still claims victims left and right. But you guys did really well in this one.
Yeah, I'm glad the difference was not just that time, though. If that would have been the thing that made me lose exclusively, I would have been pretty upset.
And it was a little more than that, but in general, a really close race. You guys all end in the entirety of Forbidden Woods and Wind Temple, which was kind of crazy to see.
We were holding hands at Wind Temple?
Yeah, both at the
Did I
same
make
time.
back the time then? Oh, with the
Not Wind
platform
Temple.
or the stone head.
And neefe had a bit more of overworld to do once he
okay.
got outside. Like, didn't do Great Fish and the first dip of Needle Rock like you did, so that shard didn't mean the same thing to him as you. Like, for you it was, oh shit, I need to go to Hyrule. For neefe it was, oh god, this is getting close to Hyrule Seed, isn't it?
This was the first time in any of these tournament races I haven't immediately gone to the Master Sword Chamber, and of course, it's the one time I have something.
Of course it is.
Like,
That's how it works.
It's too close. It's gotta be somewhere in the overworld.
Oh, and neefe from the past about to finish the seed, actually. Not getting kicked, using light levels properly, and clicking the action button. It's time for the GG's for neefe.
GG.
GG's.
Good job, neefe, finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 40 seconds. It was a really close race for a good while. So at least some things with the bokoblins happened. Some things with the remaining overworld happened, but we still had a very close race, I think. You guys can both be proud of this race.
Yeah, playing so as well as you both did on such a difficult seed, I would say. I mean, one of the things that's getting lost too in this with the Fire and Ice and Hyrule is that the leaf location was you know,
Last location, yeah.
yeah, very not good. Also, I mean, leaf and flight control sub, and you only had the one bow. So
It's
yeah,
one of those things that you don't really want to do until you really need to do.
right.
Is it just me? Did I get bottlenecked like 3 times at the beginning?
It definitely.
Yeah.
We
like that,
kept.
yep.
Mongol and I kept thinking, all right, they have to go to Forbidden Woods now, right? We've checked everything, haven't we? It has to be Forbidden Woods. And then it ended up not even being
Forsaken
it.
Fortress.
Or Forsaken Fortress, I'm sorry. Forsaken Fortress, that's the one.
Yeah, but
Long day.
it was pretty amazing though to see those bottlenecks, and every time you guys had a bottleneck, you guys were still close, so made the race really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
I was really worried he wasn't getting bottlenecked, and well, I was trying not to be so risky with my plays, but
Usually when you get bottlenecked that often, you know it's happening to the other one. At least it feels a little better.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so concerned that neefe would try to do flight control with hook shot, because I got hook shot a lot earlier than Bo.
That could have been a play in this one, actually, since the leaf was there.
True. Would have been a painful play, but definitely a play.
I think I've heard in chat, I read in chat that it was a second leaf on that place today, so...
Oh, that's true. That happened earlier today, didn't it?
So,
Earlier today?
yeah, I'm starting to doubt the randomizer. This is confirmation bias, but it does happen sometimes.
This is truly random. Doesn't feel like it.
Good
Maybe
question.
The amount of swords in Forbidden Woods, Jesus.
Yeah, that's Forbidden Woods today.
Forbidden Woods this season, man. I had to bring back this really old saying from season 1 that Forbidden Woods is value woods now, because it always has something.
True. Forbidden Woods loaded.
Yeah,
Strikes again today.
Yeah, you guys gave us quite the race. It made sense because that was a race that had no tomorrow from for one of you two, and sadly for you, neefe, this is the end of your tournament. How did you feel about the whole experience this time?
it's one of my shortest tournament experiences, unfortunately. But yeah, I had fun in the races, and I like these settings. Pretty interesting, different than what we've done in the past, and I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, the submarines are pretty nice. It's been nice to see you again, neefe, a complete veteran. I think you've been here since season 2 or 3?
At least 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Kilp, you are going to go on in the tournament. I don't really have the brackets open, but it could be something very nice to post in chat right now if someone has the link.
I think I'm going against Devster.
Oh, Devster, another veteran.
Yes, that is correct. It's going to be Kilp versus Devster is the next bracket matchup. So
that should be a good one
Very
once again. Pretty excited. How do you feel about that matchup, Sir Kilp?
A little nervous, but you know, yeah, it'll be a match.
It will definitely be a match.
Dev beat DJ, and I've been pretty close with DJ for like most of the times we run, so he'll be close or he'll kill me. Either way.
true. Well, we're all definitely going to be wishing you the best of luck in your matchup.
Yeah, let's hope that you don't turn into Sir Killed or something. that would be just sad. But yeah, this tournament is far from over. There's a bunch of races still happening. There's also a Challenge Cup tournament going on the same time, so a bunch of Wind Waker action coming soon. We have a few thank you to give to, first of all, to our runners. Thank you for running today. We can go follow Sir Kilp and neefe on their respective channels. You can also go follow our wonderful trackers for tonight, to Tanjo3 and Lost the Pirate. Thank you for both of you for tracking better than we could. And don't forget to give some love to our my wonderful co-commentator, Original Elijah. Also Sir Kilp and neefe right now, technically. You guys are commentators now. How do you feel?
Bye.
Hi,
Glad
Mom.
to contribute.
I'm on TV.
Oh man. ZXR.tv.
Yeah, Smungala set versus lots of matches coming. Osias versus Artemis Smith tomorrow on Friday at 9 AM Eastern. So that's actually happening in, let me just double check, but like less than 10 hours from now. And then we've got Siffield versus Kofra, also on Friday at 3:30 PM Eastern, or that is 9:30 PM Central European Summer Time. So lots of stuff tomorrow. And then let me just double check. We got another match. We got the winners bracket quarterfinals match. We can Gobbity Bobbity and Woofer on Friday as well at 5 PM Eastern or 11 PM Central European Summer Time. So there's 3 matches tomorrow. So if you're looking for Wind Waker Randomizer to watch, then tomorrow's definitely a good time.
Lots of good action lately. It's just,
But yeah, I think with that being said, we are good to go. It's time to say goodbye one more time.
Oh man.
But there's always
Goodbye,
more.
everyone.
Thank you again to my co-commentator and our trackers as well, and GG's to both runners. And thank you, George, for having the restream for us again today.
No problem.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bonne nuit, as they say in my neck of the wood.
Alright. Good night, everyone.
Au revoir.